Arsenal offer up 2 stars in stunning Julian Alvarez swap proposal as Andrea Berta masterplan accelerates. Arsenal are preparing to escalate their interest in Atletico Madrid forward Julian Alvarez, TEAMtalk understands, with sources indicating the Gunners are willing to include first-team players in a potential summer that could help them steal a march on several European rivals. We revealed earlier this month that Arsenal had registered their interest after intermediaries connected with Julian Alvarez's camp discreetly informed select clubs of his possible availability. That situation has now developed, with senior figures at the Emirates discussing the Argentine's future. Alvarez is understood to be increasingly frustrated with life at the Metropolitano, a shift that has alerted a number of top clubs. Barcelona remains his preferred destination, and their admiration is long-standing, but their ongoing financial issues mean there is no guarantee they can assemble a package that would satisfy Atletico. Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea have also been approached by intermediaries, with Alvarez believed to have a narrow shortlist of clubs he would consider should he push for a move. Arsenal, as we confirmed, have been among those contacted, and sporting chief Andrea Berta, who originally brought Alvarez to Atletico, is fully aware of the player's situation. Sources have told us that the Gunners have watched Alvarez in person within the last 2 weeks, reaffirming their long-standing interest. His name has been discussed internally, with the club exploring what it would take to bring him to North London. Financially, Arsenal would have few issues putting together a competitive offer, but we can reveal the club are prepared to go further. Intermediaries have been active, and we understand that 2 Arsenal attackers, Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli, have been mentioned as potential make-weights in a deal for Alvarez. Both Brazilians have been linked with exits over the past 18 months and have previously appeared on Atletico's radar. While Arsenal are not actively pushing either player out, sources indicate the club would be open to their departures in 2026, and the possibility of including one in a package for Alvarez has been discussed. Arsenal's willingness to offer established stars could give them a crucial edge in a race involving some of Europe's biggest clubs. Atletico are bracing for a summer of difficult decisions, and Alvarez's future is now firmly at the center of those discussions. Arsenal and Ajax are in talks for the transfer of a midfielder who only changed clubs last summer, according to a report. Finally, Arsenal are in talks over bringing Bayern Munich attacking midfielder Jamal Musiala to the Emirates Stadium, according to a German source, who has also revealed the dream club for the youngster. Finally, Arsenal sporting director Andrea Berta is reportedly plotting to secure a stunning raid on Real Madrid for one of the club's top young talents, who is reputed to be unhappy at false promises given by new Bernabeu chief Álvaro Arbeloa. Arsenal news: Gunners to trigger $44 million release clause as deadline day transfer planned? Arsenal have been tracking a Real Madrid teenager for some time and could move for the starlet in the closing days of the January transfer window as Mikel Arteta appears increasingly likely to trust his current squad for the remainder of 2025-26, with a fairly quiet month in the red corner of North London, as the Gunners do most of their business on the field. Arsenal not only lead the Premier League table by 4 points ahead of second-placed Manchester City, but also secured their spot in the Champions League round of 16 on Wednesday night with a commanding 3-2 victory over Kairat. Maintaining an unbeaten record in European competition this season, Arsenal topped the league phase of the competition and will progress directly to the knockout rounds. Speculation continues to swirl regarding potential arrivals and departures ahead of Monday's deadline. Here, the Daily Star Sport looks at some of the latest transfer gossip surrounding Arsenal. According to the Daily Mail, Arsenal currently have Real Madrid's Victor Valdepans on their sights. The Gunners are reportedly monitoring the 19-year-old for some time, watching him before his senior debut last month. While the Spanish's natural position is center-back, Valdepans can also slot in at left-back, providing both flexibility and talent. After moving through the youth academies of Villarosa, Rayo Vallecano, Real Madrid, and Leganés, the defender, who is featured for his country at under-19 level, signed his first professional deal with Los Blancos in 2024. He has subsequently progressed from the C team through to Álvaro Arbeloa's senior squad, making his La Liga bow in Alaves in December. Tied down until 2029, Real Madrid would be under no pressure to offload, and Arsenal reportedly view Valdepans more as a summer prospect rather than a January window pursuit.
but he's said to have a release clause in his contract of around $44 million following a contract renewal, which the Gunners could trigger. Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Dortmund are also believed to be monitoring the situation at present. According to De Telegraph, Arsenal are set to allow Oleksandr Zinchenko to join Ajax in a transfer valued at $1.3 million before deadline day. That sum could increase depending on whether the Eredivisie clubs secure Champions League qualification for 2026-27. Arsenal are expected to cover the 29-year-old's wages until the summer, and reports suggest the left-back will touch down in Amsterdam for a medical on Friday. This follows Arsenal's decision to loan the Ukrainian to Nottingham Forest for the campaign last summer, which has proved to be a fruitless arrangement. Zinchenko has featured in only 5 Premier League matches for the Tricky Trees, plus 3 more in the Europa League. Arsenal report: Inter Milan in advanced talks for defender, with Arsenal set for a healthy fee. Arsenal are to receive a fee from Inter Milan making a new signing. The Gunners have enjoyed a quiet January window, largely thanks to a frenetic summer in which they welcomed 8 new signings to the club, including Martin Zubimendi, Victor Gyökeres, and Eberezi Eze. But while Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta is looking to the summer when it comes to incomings, there may yet be an outgoing or two before the winter transfer window closes. Arsenal's 8 signings bedding in well and contributing to the club challenging on 4 fronts this term, the Gunners have consistently struggled to sell well in Arteta's 6 years at the club. Inverted fullback Oleksandr Zinchenko is to leave the North Londoners imminently in a move to Ajax, while Arsenal only sold the likes of Nuno Tavares, Marquinhos, and Albert Sambi Lokonga over the summer for a combined total of less than $20 million. Arsenal have had more success in recent years when it comes to sell-on fees, and it appears that another deal may well bring a windfall in Serie A. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has reported in a post on X, formerly Twitter, that Inter Milan are in advanced talks to sign Hale End graduate Brooke Norton-Cuffy from Genoa, which his former club will benefit from. Norton-Cuffy came through Arsenal's ranks, impressing particularly at Coventry on loan at right back, before making the move to Italy with the Rosso Blu. The England under-21 is being eyed by Inter Milan after a move for Ivan Perisic fell through, and with 442 understanding that Arsenal hold a sell-on clause, Norton-Cuffy's sale will bring in a small fee for the Gunners. Like other Hale End talents such as Omari Hutchinson and Raul Walters, Norton-Cuffy never made a first-team appearance under Arteta, leaving the club in 2024. The 22-year-old joined Arsenal back in 2016 as a 12-year-old, moving from Chelsea's youth ranks.